Welcome to the pleasure dome. It's not much of a pleasure dome, has to be said, because I've got a headache. But welcome one and all. I forgot to turn the telly off. That's annoying. Where's the telly changer? It's over there. Bear with. I need to turn the telly off. Hang on. I'll be back. There. I can't concentrate with that on. Like I'll be sat there watching it. No, what I'm really worried about, guys, is that you'll be sat there watching it and won't be watching me. Listen, I was all right until like 10 minutes ago. And then, I got this headache. Hi, Skip. How are you, darling? Thanks for coming to the pleasure dome. Hi, Gary. How are you, my gorgeous man? Sending you positive vibes to your pup. I'm sure she'll be fine. Hi, Rye. But we do worry. We worry about our pets, don't we, guys? I've worried. I've had sleepless nights over my pets. They're like your kids, you know. So I understand. So we've all got to send positive vibes to our Gary. Let's get rid of some of that. Are we liking the get up tonight, guys? Oh, Rye's ill. I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that, Rye. Do you know, so many people are ill. I was ill a little while ago, as you know. I'm just pouring myself. I'm not even going to show you what I'm drinking. Because I'm on a fitness regime. So, what was I going to say? Now it's gone completely out of my head. I was ill a couple of weeks ago, about a week or so ago. It took about 3 weeks to blooming go. But anyway, yeah, I was ill. And I've still got the tail end of it. My sleep pattern went all skew-iffy. I wasn't sleeping very well. No matter how I tried, once I got into bed, I just couldn't fall asleep. And I think that's one of the worst things. That's one of my things, not being able to fall asleep. Hi, Shanoa. Thanks for coming in. Lovely to see you. Shanoa, I want to say, I think you are a very kind person, and I like that you support my bestie. It means a lot, girlfriend. It really does. And I'm not being flippant. I'm just being Jan. I like that you support him. He needs all the support he can get because there's too many gremlins online. We all know who I'm talking about. Is this too high, guys? What do you think? I thought I'd go with the, like, I don't know. Thank you, Shanoa. I really appreciate that. Hey, Steph, how are you? I was going to put out a, what should we talk about tonight, guys, on Twitter, but nobody ever answers me. So I thought I'd just go with the flow. Go with the flow of the competition. Yes, talking strictly. Annika is out. Guys, she hasn't got an ounce of rhythm in her body, has she? Seriously. And she can't use age. She really can't use age because, you know, one of the things that I've learnt is, what have I learnt? Not a lot, to be honest. But one of the things I've learnt is don't use your age. I have a thing about my age. If I'm honest, I do have a thing about my age. Because I can't believe all those years have gone. Where did those years go? How have I got to this? Do you know what I mean? It's sort of like that. But one thing that really annoys me is online when people use age as an excuse. There's no excuse for being lazy, being overweight. I say it, I'm a bit overweight. I'm not huge, but I'm a bit overweight and I have to watch it. If my clothes feel too tight, I think I'm not going to go up to the next size. So I'm just going to start exercising. Guys, who's been watching my exercise videos? I've been having so much fun. Hi, Jacko. How are you, sweetheart? Yes, Steph. Yeah, that's a lovely thing to say to Gary. Gary needs it sometimes. Sometimes we just need to know that we're okay. Even though we might feel like shite. There's just talking to other people helps so much, guys. It's so important. It really is. Don't keep it to yourself. There's been periods in my life where I've kept. This is as good as it gets tonight. There's times in my life when I've had absolutely nobody to speak to. And when I look back at those periods, I think, my God, I must have been so. No one likes to say they're lonely. I don't know why. Nobody likes to say that. But I have to say, there were times in my life when I was really lonely. When I had my first child, I was in a very awkward situation. And I'm thinking, guys, somebody put a proposition to me that I should do a Patreon, because I've got so many different layers of my life, of my personality, of Jan. And I thought, by doing a Patreon, only the people that really care would want to see those videos. And in the same way, it would be nice for me to know that if I upload, one, my family aren't going to see what I put up, and two, only people that really care about me are going to be interested. What do you think, guys? Can you put that down? I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I've got enough subs. I don't know if I've got enough views. I don't know. All I'm saying is that was an idea that somebody put to me the other day, because I was saying, sometimes I don't know where I'm going because I do so many different things. I do, I'm an artist. I've worked in schools. The stories I could tell you about when I worked in a secondary school. But I don't want to do that on my Jan's Review channel, because I like my Jan's Review channel to be fun and, silly. All right, I've had to leave the music out, thanks to YouTube. Thanks for that. But there are so many facets in my life, and I would love to be able to get my stories out. I'll give one example. It's a lot depends on how you're feeling at the time. And, I'm a member of the mental health community. Those close to me know why. And I just feel I don't want to talk about that in my lives or talk about it on my Jan's Reviews. But if I had a Patreon, I would have a tier where I would put out information about my mental health issues and how I've had to deal with them and how I do deal with them. So, I mean, if you would be interested in that, please, send me a message, put it down below there. I mean, there's only a handful of you in anyway. But if you're watching this on repeat, because I get quite a few more people that watch it on repeat, put it down in the comments. And I've got a few ideas that I'd like to do. I'm thinking like one tier could be my artwork and my poetry, because I write poetry. And the other tier could be, about my mental health. The other tier could be about my childhood, which is very, it's quite different to other people's. And the other thing could be about my employment. What have I done in my employment? So let me know. Hi, Carolina. Hi, Ollie. Nice to see you. If she's playing and has eaten a little, I think she'll be okay. But yeah, I will DM. That's lovely of you, Steph. That's a really nice thing to say. I think she'll be all right. But, I can see how Gary feels. Listen, a while ago, I had problems with my teeth. And oh my God, my face blew up. Do you remember? My face blew up. I didn't come on. Oh God, no one saw me. Trust me. And it was dreadful. So I can understand how Gary's not only dealing with that, he's also, worried about his little pup. So, and that's just another little thing to, really wind him up and upset him. So I feel once he gets one thing sorted, once those antibiotics kick in, Gary, you'll start to feel a bit better, and you'll be able to deal with. I'm trying so hard not to say her name. You'll be able to deal with Puppy much better. It could be something. Maybe she's eaten something in the garden. So one thing at a time, sweetheart. Okay, but I'm always here for you. You know that. Always here for you. Absolutely, 100%, always. So that's that. So let's see what everyone's talking about. My Instagram stories have motivated me. Oh, I'm so pleased to hear that. Committing myself to getting back in shape. I'll be honest with you, Ollie. It was a joke. It is a joke because I'm a joke. Do you know what I mean? But one thing I will say, in doing this, how long have I done it now? For just over a week. Most days I'm out walking. I'm enjoying walking. I'm walking better. I like to put a comedy spin on the videos because that's me. That is me. But I am loving it. I ran up a hill today. Me! This heffalump ran up a hill. That'll be on Instagram tomorrow. And, it's giving me another focus. And that's so important. That's good for your mental health. When everything else is like, it's too much to cope with, find yourself another focus. And that does help. I know people don't like to equate exercise with good mental health. I've never equated it. When I've gone to see people, doctors and sites and that, and they've said, "Oh, well, do you do any exercise?" And I'm like, "No," because I've never thought that it would help. But I have to say, I had to do something because this cold that I had lasted me for so long, and I was getting to the point where I wasn't leaving the house. I didn't film that 1 week, I think. I couldn't put any other videos out because I just felt so meh. Where now I'm out, I'm like, and not only am I out walking and climbing and doing things, my mind is more active. My mind is more positive. I'm thinking, what can I do next? And I've got the teen involved as well because he obviously has to film me sometimes, and we're having a laugh. And I just think that that's good. I mean, on my Insta, it's weird. I don't understand Insta. I put it on my feed and I get about 20, 30 views. I put it on my stories and I get 500 views. What's that about? It's got the same hashtags and everything, but I get a lot more views on there. And that's another reason why I'm doing it. Because I know I say it and people think I say it in jest because I say a lot of things in jest. But in reality, I do feel invisible. I feel totally invisible online. Totally. On my Twitter, nobody. Oh, a few people have, like Shanoa, love her. She always says something, and there's a few people that say things. But generally speaking, I feel invisible, and that's me being totally and utterly honest. So to see like so many people watching those videos has inspired me. It's inspired me to try different things. And, I know I look like a big heifer lump running around, but I laugh at myself. I give myself the biggest laughs just by filming. I really do. Because without getting too deep, I don't laugh a lot offline. It's when I'm online that I have my fun. And because there's been a lot of sadness with the kids and whatnot. But when I'm online, I can have fun and I really enjoy it. So yeah, it's great. Yeah. I'm glad they make you laugh, Ryan. I hope, and I hope that they make you feel good just for that period of time that you're watching them and that they make you laugh. That's why I do it, to make you laugh, to make me laugh. Right. Oh, Ollie, you're not having a good time at college, darling. Why is that? I'm sorry to hear that. Feel like I had body confidence issues as I check my belly in the mirror repeatedly every day. Okay, Brandon. That's not really a good thing to do, darling. I'm the reverse. I'll be honest with you guys. I never look at myself in the mirror. I never look at I'm lying. I look at my face in the mirror. Otherwise I wouldn't be able to put makeup on and do my hair. But I never look at myself naked in the mirror. If I'm having a bath, obviously I strip off, but I don't look down at myself. So I do understand that, Brandon. At your age, darling, please believe that it's in your mind. It's in your mind. Whatever you see is what your mind tells you to see. Okay, because I'm sure I could see you or somebody else could see you and not think the same way that you think. Okay, trust me, I know what I'm talking about. Now, I think the same way about myself, but then I think I've got good reason to, because I'm an old bird, I'm overweight, I've had 4 kids. I'm not going to look like a bloody Instagram model, but I use that in my favor for my fitness videos because I can laugh at myself. I'm not standing there laughing at myself, but I laugh at what I film. And, I think, oh, I'll do this, I'll do that. And it makes me laugh. If you could possibly I'm not saying do the same thing I do, but what you need to think, darling, is your mind is a very strong thing. And if you're telling it, you're feeding it all this negativity about your body all the time. So if you can try to stop doing that, then it won't look so bad to you. Take control of your mind. And please stop looking in the mirror every day. That's obsessive. Don't look at your body every day in the mirror, because if I was to do that, guys, I'd be like, oh, Jesus, no. Do you know what I mean? And yet I can film myself running up the road and know I look bloody ridiculous, but it makes me laugh. I can't explain it. I can't explain it. That's just the way I am. It's an amazing fashion show. What is Carolina? Oh, I hope college gets better for you, Ollie. So do I. So do I, Ollie. Did you see my Strictly review? No, I didn't, Rye. No, Rye, but I'll watch it after Jan. Okay. I'm ignored on Insta. So am I, Rye. The only reason I'm not ignored on Insta is because I'm a fool. And because I put it on my stories. Honestly, I'm ignored on my feed, but then I get hundreds of views in my stories. So I was even thinking, why bother even putting it on your feed? But hey, thanks, Jan. I think I'm ugly and fat all the time, so I'm just trying to take my mind off it. Oh, my darling Brandon, you're not. You're really not. You're really not, sweetheart. You know, take control of your mind. You know, just get a bit of strength and have a talk to yourself, you know, and say, no, I'm not that. I'm not like that. How old are you now, Brandon? Hi, Grace. I'm not too bad, thanks, sweetheart. Oh, you're referring to Rihanna's Savage. I haven't seen that. No, I haven't seen that, Carolina. Oh, okay, you don't do it then, Shanoa. Hi, Vanessa, how are you, darling? I hope you're well. Hi, Dre, lovely to see you. Oh, Ra, you're an absolute darling. Thank you so much. You're so sweet to me. Thank you. I'm really feeling sorry for my kids as they are having to go to school, and I know how it feels when you really don't want to go. I know they're getting education, but I still feel guilty sending them in. You mustn't feel guilty about sending them in. It's so important for them to have education. It really is. They make friends there. Is that Jacko? Is that Jacko speaking there? They make friends there, sweetheart. And you know, it's a different thing. If they're being bullied, then that's a different thing. And that's something that you can have control over. You can get involved in that. You can speak to the school. You can take them out of the school if need be. But the actual process of going to school is so important, darling. You know, they have to go to school. There might be somebody like me in there. I worked in education I worked in education for 8 years. Yeah, I'm well, Grace. Have you been watching my Keep Fit on Instagram? I've started putting a bit on Twitter. But yeah, not too bad, but just sad. Just one of my family members has died a week ago. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to hear that, Vanessa. Oh, you're only 16, are you, Brandon? It was your birthday last week. Forgot to mention. Wishing you a very happy birthday, Brandon. You're 16, sweetheart. You're still growing. You're still cooking, darling. You could grow up to be a wonderfully looking good dad. You know what I'm trying to say. You could grow up to be God's gift to women, or God's gift to men if you're that way inclined. You don't know how you're going to be. You've got so much growing to do. Don't be looking at it. Don't be worried about it. You've probably still got puppy fat, darling. That's what I say. I say, no, it's puppy fat. It's not. I'm too old for puppy fat. You're not. So you can have puppy fat. If it's not, and it's, it's in your genes, or maybe you just don't eat very healthily. Who does? Think about a positive spin. Think about what you can do, what you want to do. Get out of the negative headspace, because at the moment it sounds as if you're in a negative headspace and you're focusing on your belly. You don't want to do that, darling. Think about it. If it wasn't your belly, it would be something else, wouldn't it? It could be that you wear glasses. So what's the point in spending the next 2 years worrying about the fact that you need glasses, or you wear glasses, or you've got big ears, or you might have a pointy nose, or you might have a big belly? What's the point in worrying about it? It's up to you to do something about it, and you can do something about it. There's so much you can do. At 16, I wish I had my time at 16. I do. When I was 16, I'll tell you how bad my bloody 16 was. When I was 16, I met this guy that was going to ruin my life for the next 30 years. No, it wasn't 30 years. It's 15, no. For the next 15, 20 years. So that's not going to happen to you. All you're worried about is your belly. Don't. There's so many things worse that you could worry about, sweetheart. Worrying about the size of your belly is nothing, sweetheart. It really isn't. And I'm not trying to make it sound, what's the word I'm trying to, trivial? That's not it. Anyway, I'm not trying to make it sound that it doesn't matter or it doesn't mean anything, because to you it does mean something to you. What I'm saying is you can change it, darling. You can change it. I'll go through it with you if you like. If you say, right, every week when I go into Jan's, I'm going to say I've done one positive thing this week. Just one positive thing a week. Come in and share it with us. My parents took me out of school. Right, hang on a minute. I need to go up a bit higher than that. Exciting news. We're filling up the hot tub. Oh, lucky you. For leaks. Next step is to put it on the deck. Yeah. Hey. Wow. Hot tub. You're in Canada, aren't you? Isn't it a bit cold? Silly cow. Hot tub. You can use in the winter, can't you? Just ignore me. I'm thick. Sorry. Right, let's read down. My parents took me out of school for the last year because we got shit from the school. Some schools are just awful. I realise that, Brandon. So you haven't had a good start, yeah? You're 16, you've had a crap start, crap time at school. So now, though, what are you going to do for the next 2 years, Brandon? Tell me. Speaking of being bullied, I went through a ton of that. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Grace. I hate it. One of my kids was bullied. Oh, my God. And do you know, it was something quite alien to me because I was never bullied. I was always on my own, but I was never bullied. I was a bit of a fighter. If I'm honest, I was a bit of a fighter. But I never used to fight in gangs. I used to just fight for standing up for myself. There's a difference. I was never really in a gang. I was a floater. Do you know what I mean? I knew the kids in the gangs, but because I used to smoke at an early age. But I was never in a gang. So, but I used to stand up for myself, and people knew I could stand up for myself. No, they're not getting bullied. It's just the lessons are very hard for them. And then they're coming back with piles of homework. Where are you? Are you in England, Jacko? I have a shit ton of puppy fat. Just need to look at what you do like about myself. Just need to look at what you do. Yeah, Shanoa. I ride my bike to work every day. 1.5 miles there and 1.5 miles back. Well done. I wish I could ride my bike. Guys, it's too high for me. I can put my feet down, but the problem is when I'm pedaling, if I need to stop, I can't get my feet down on the ground. I have to sort of jump down, which is a bit dangerous. So yeah, I'm really annoyed. I don't know what to do. Oh, I have puppy fat that never left your body. You, young man, are still a young man. You can do something about it, Dre. You can do something about it. Glasses are a fashion statement now, by the way. Oh, I wear glasses. Do you know, that has got to be one of the most stupid things I think I've ever said. Actually, I'll show you because I've been looking for some of my readers, you know, my reading one. I've got my glasses here, guys. Just one or two pairs of glasses. I've got loads. Probably about, I don't know, what, 30 pairs of glasses. Yeah, so, yeah, I don't know what I got them up for. Yeah, you can use glasses as a fashion accessory. My grandson wears glasses and my daughter gets upset about it sometimes. She says, oh, Mum, it's so sad to see him with little glasses. I said, for God's sake, there's other kids in his class that have got glasses. I said, he looks really cute. And she buys some really nice ones as well, like designer ones. I'm like, really? I was meant to wear glasses when I was about 13. But I used to play a lot of football, so I didn't wear them at the time. Hence, I'm as blind as a bat today. I went through years without wearing them. I didn't wear them at school. And yeah, so now I'm as blind as a blooming bat. I used to be 15.5 stone and now I'm 10 and a bit stone. Well done, Jacko. That's brilliant. If I like to watch, what? I know, I like to watch Melissa Bug as I feel like I struggle from binge cycles. Okay, I don't know Melissa Bug. That's good advice, Jan. Thank you, Carolina. I used to work with teens. I don't think I ever got out of my teen stage, I think. I think I'm just a teen. Oh, dear. On a positive note, my YouTube is doing really well, even if that means I have that bitch Rylan in the background whilst I go on my phone. Wow, now see, that's good. That's brilliant news. That's positive thing number 1 for this week, Brandon. I want another one for next week, a different one. Don't you be writing the same one every week. I want a different one for next week, okay? That's brilliant. In England. Oh, you're in England, are you, Jacko? I fell off my bike on Friday. No. Did you hurt yourself? Was it really bad? My boss is being horrible to me at work. Oh, why, Rye? Why do people have to be horrible? I don't get it. Listen, if I don't like people, you know it. I'm not very nice. Do you know what I mean? I just cut you out. But, and I'm not afraid to say what I have to say. I will say it. But if I was in a situation, if I employed people that worked, you know, under me, as it were, that means, no, I mustn't be rude. I was going to be really rude then. I was going to say it's been a long time since somebody worked under me. I always have to let the bloody the tone always goes downhill after a while, doesn't it? Sorry about that, guys. My grandma would wear glasses until just the lenses are left. Thank you, Grace. Oh, I appreciate that. Well, I was laughing my head off. I just looked like Mr. Tumble. Hi, Skip. I've got a bit of dinner. Do you mind if I just finish my meal? Do you forget that? Like hours later, you've got a bit of dinner still left over. Oh, where were you when I was finishing off? I've been watching the athletics. Love the athletics. Right, hope I haven't missed anything. Oh, I like Kelvin's dance. I thought it was brilliant. They shouted at me for being 3 minutes late. Oh, well, they're just a bunch of twats. Tell them your friend Jan said you're a bunch of twats. Listen, oh, no, don't start messing about with it, Jan. You'll regret it. I worked for Vodafone once, years ago. A couple of years I worked there. All I had to do was answer the phone. Hello, Vodafone. What was it I used to? Oh, we used to have a script. We had to say. Oh God, it was tedious. But anyway, I was on the switchboard. What was I saying? I was going to say something else. Oh, all right then, Shanoa, you're going to help with the hot tub. Thanks for popping by. Thanks for popping in. I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah. When I worked for Vodafone, you had to clock in when you got there Fair enough. But when you clock in, you get paranoid that you're like a minute late. Like, supposing you started at, 5 o'clock and it was like 17:01, you'd be like, ah! And they used to clock you when you went to the toilet. So when you went to the toilet, you had to clock out, go to the toilet, come back again, clock in, and they'd check how long you were. Can you imagine? What if like you got the runs or something? Or what if it's that time of the month? Katya was drunk, kept falling over. I know, I saw that. Yeah, I hope everything works out all right, Rye. Don't let them bully you. Do not let them bully you. You have been bullied all your life, sweetheart, and you need to know your worth. You tell them, you show them your worth, okay? Don't take their crap. That's what I say. Yeah, show them your worth. You should, though. You've been there a little while there now, haven't you, Rye? Do you know, I'm not even sure if those words were all in the right place. I'm tired tonight, guys. I went for a run in the woods today. If you want to see it, you'll see it on Instagram stories. I put a lot more on there than I do on my feed. I don't know why I even bother on my feed. Anyway, that's by the by. Once I tell you what, you won't be seeing me rushing to the toilet. I know, it's a nightmare though, Jacko. Honestly, it was like, what do you mean? And once I was held accountable for it. Can you imagine trying to explain? Oh, well, what day was that then? Oh, well, maybe I had an extra long fart or something. I don't know. Jesus. God, I hate it. I hate working for people. Can't do it, guys. Cannot do it. Does my head in. Hate it. How many times am I going to say that? Hi, Danish. How you doing? Are you good? Katya scraped through again. Yeah, I know. Jan, I'm loving Michelle on Strictly. I'm loving Michelle on Strictly. Have you seen it, Dre? I forgot to send it over to you. Jacko has a cappuccino on the toilet and a paper break. You couldn't if you worked for bloody Vodafone, I'm telling you. Jesus. I used to have a laugh with people on Vodafone. I'd end up like chatting away to them like they were my buddies. They were only phoning up for the local, fish and chip shop. And I'd say, oh, what's the weather like where you are? Oh, I do like a bit of fish. I do like a bit of rock. I'd say things like that. Then I'd get in trouble. Not yet, I heard she did. She did really well. She did what did Michelle dance to, guys, right? What did Michelle dance to? Yeah, that's why Vodafone has a bad broadband. Do you know what? I worked for them for 2 years and then I think it's me. I'm beginning to think I'm the common denominator. Whenever I work for people, they end up what's the word when you get made redundant? Twice I've been made redundant. It's weird because everyone else kept their jobs. It's just me that was made redundant. That's weird. Cabaret! Yeah, that wasn't the song though, was it? Life is a cabaret, old chum. Come to the cabaret. What did I think of Drag Race UK? Who else watched Drag Race UK? Rah, I can't even say it. Yes, he was undermarked, right? Agree with you. You haven't got his name right there. What is his name? Kareem. Yes, he was undermarked. He's good. Anybody else watch? I watched The Apprentice. No, I didn't watch it. Did I watch The Apprentice? Did I watch The Apprentice? Yes, I did watch The Apprentice. Catherine was good this week. Yes, she was. Anybody what? Yes, I watched The Apprentice. What do you want to say about it, Jacko? What did I think of Drag Race? I loved it. I wasn't sure what to think of it because I've never watched the UK one. But I quite like drag queens fascinate me. There's something inside me that says, Jan, if you were a man, you would probably have been a drag queen. Because I love all that. I love it. You can't have female drag queens. I went to a strip show a while ago at the local bingo, and there was a girl on there who was a drag queen. And why do they always go on with strippers? I don't understand that. Anyway, by the by, she did this amazing thing with what's the name of the girl? Amy Winehouse. Honestly, I laughed until I cried. She was hilarious. So I like that side of drag queens. But do I like their makeup? Not always. No. And I don't always understand the cattiness because sometimes they can be quite too catty. But then I think, yeah, okay, but that's quite funny. So they fascinate me. So I watched it this week. I tell you what, I thought it was brilliant. I loved it. I felt sorry for the girl that went. Did you watch the whole thing, Dre? I felt a bit sorry for the girl. It's a man. What am I saying? It wasn't a girl. I felt sorry for the guy that went because he was very timid and bless him. He was a young guy and somehow had the most peculiar teeth. He had like these ones are missing. And they are weird teeth. And he was very self-conscious about them. So I felt sorry for him. And then I thought, well, why go to the dentist and get them to give you some teeth to fill in those gaps? It's not hard. Anyway, why am I rambling about teeth? Saffron has no personality whatsoever. How is she a YouTuber? We all know YouTubers have an abundance of personality. Full to the brim of personality they are. Look at Alfie Days. Look at Zoella. I don't know how these people get to be so big. I really don't. Catherine was good. Yeah, she was good. Michelle, that's her real name. I know. That was so funny. Guys, on Drag Race, I'm going to get it all wrong. On Drag Race, there was this guy. There was one thing. They have to dress up at different, for different parts of the show. And in this one, they had to dress up as Queen Elizabeth II. And it didn't matter in which time, it could have been in the 1960s and things like that. Anyway, one of these drag queens dresses up as her. Didn't look like the Queen, really, but she dressed up as if she was in Balmoral. Yeah, there. So she had boots on, a scarf on her head, not like this, but a scarf tucked under her. Anyway, so when she's being marked, was it Michelle that actually said it? Dre. It was very similar to the Craig's teeth comment because what actually happened was it Michelle? Yes, Michelle said, I love the outfit. You look amazing. I love the makeup, the way you've done when they do that. I can't think straight, guys. I think I've got this on too tight. I can't think. I can't talk. I might as well just blooming go and leave you to talk amongst yourselves. Just can't do it. When they do sculpturing, something like that, you know what I mean? So Michelle's saying to him, the way you've done your makeup, brilliant with the prosthesis and this and that. One of the other judges has gone, that's not a prosthesis, that's his real nose. She thought he'd stuck a fake nose on. But it was his real nose, guys. Oh, that was so funny. It was so funny. And then the same thing happened on Strictly, where Craig is saying to Anton, because Anton was dressed up as Austin Powers, and he was saying, "Oh, you look really great. I love the outfit with the, you know, the hair and the teeth and that." And then Michelle's gone to him, "There is real teeth." Guys, twice in a weekend, it was just classic. It was just so funny. Too funny. I couldn't help it. Oh my God. Oh dear, it was funny. No spoilers, please, of any kind. Oh, they were useless in Africa on The Apprentice. I've got to think now. I told you the brain's not working, the scarf's on too tight. They went to, oh my God, they went to South Africa. One group went on a safari. I don't know how these people, how they get away with it. How do they get away with it? Where they charged like members of the public to go on this ride, promising them that they would see the famous five, you know, the big five or whatever they call it. And which are, I'm gonna get this wrong, guys. You know I'm gonna get this wrong, but I'm gonna try. The big five on a safari are elephants, giraffes, rhinos, lions, tigers. Is that right, guys? Have I got it right? Tell me if I've got it right. No, lions and tigers would be big cats. So what would the last thing be? Hippos, would it? I don't know. Anyway, tell me. No one's talking to me. Everyone's gone off. Everyone's like, she's mad. Oh, I don't like her either, right? She's awful, isn't she? Oh my God. 2,000 for a, yeah, they charged 2,000 rand or whatever it was in South Africa to go on this wine trip. Well, there's one girl on it who's a real know-it-all, and basically she screwed it all up because when it came to her part to discuss, she kept jumping in on everybody's conversation and was generally a pain in the neck. So it's all a complete disaster. I said giraffes. Oh, they're not in the big five. Oh, God. So I'm going to try again. Big cats. Gorillas. Giraffes are in the big five. They must be. They're tall. I've only got two so far now. Big cats, gorillas, elephants, rhinos. What's the fifth then if it's not a giraffe? I told you I wouldn't know. Oh, I told you. Yeah, the big five animals, Dre. You know when you go on safari and you say that you want to see like the big five, they mean the big five. They don't mean the big five animal groups, but they mean the big five animals that everybody wants to see, which are the lions, the tigers, the giraffes, the hippos, the elephants, lions, leopards. Wouldn't they come up? Yeah, but they'd come under big cats. Rhino, panda. No, not panda. Oh dear, that's a good one, Jacko. Elephants, rhino, pandas, rabbits, and hamsters. Oh dear, I don't think I'd be brave enough to go on a safari. I just don't think I would. I mean, I do go to over in England, we have a couple where you can drive through and you can see the animals through the glass. I'm all right as long as I'm in the car. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, I don't think I could totally be outside. No, I think I'm a bit of a cowardie. He fired the wrong guy. Who did it? Yes. Yes. He treated him a bit. He always does that, though, I think, especially at the beginning. He generally fires the Asian. There, I've said it. He does. He's done it. If you look back on his other ones, the first one that goes is normally an Asian, and I don't know why. Knowsley Safari Park. Lions, elephants, giraffes, monkeys, and zebras. Zebras? Are they big five? I've no idea. Let's check. I think I've got a feeling that Dre may have been on Mr. Google. He's been on Mr. Google. Oh, he's only guessing. Okay, let's do this. What's the question? What are the big five animals? What big five? What's the question? You're wrong, Jacko. Hamsters and blooming pandas and rabbits, they're not the big five. Right, hang on a minute. What are the big five animals?
According to Wikipedia, in Africa, the big five game animals are the lion, leopard, rhinoceros, elephant, and Cape buffalo. The term was coined by big game hunters and refers to the five most difficult animals in Africa to hunt on foot, but is now also widely used by safari tour operators.
Oh, what's a Cape buffalo? I don't even know what that was. So, there's no hamsters in there, Jacko. There's no hamsters and there's no rabbits. Hi, silly gamer. Thanks for popping by. We're just talking about the five big game animals. So, they're called that because they're the hardest to hunt. Refers to the five most difficult animals in Africa to hunt on foot, but is now also widely used by safari tour operators. There you go. See, now I wouldn't have. I'm going to argue with this. I always argue. I argue with blooming. I argue with Google. Lion and leopard, they're both in the cat family. So why don't they just say big cats? Oh no, you went to Chester Zoo and the monkeys were little messed up they messed up your BMW. Wow. The baboons always stick their ass in the windows though. And if you happen to be eating your lunch, yeah, that's not nice, is it? Can you imagine? Well, I'm just gonna bite into my sandwich. Oh, thanks for that. I went to one not long ago, when I went to Centre Parks, and I like it, but I'm always torn. I'm always torn because I don't really like seeing animals sort of in cages. I don't like it. I don't think animals should be enclosed. But then I say to myself, that's why I don't like to go to zoos. I hate going to a zoo and seeing an animal pacing. I'm like, oh no, he doesn't like it. So I'm a bit, because I do like animals. I'm a bit of an animal lover. I'm not sort of fanatic, but I am an animal lover. So I don't like to go to a zoo and see them because I'm not that far from London Zoo. I could go there, and I have been in the past. When I worked, it's when one of my kids, I'm rambling, guys. When one of my kids went on a school trip to London Zoo, I went in the coach with all the kids and everything. And then as we got off and we were walking up the road, my daughter decides to choke on a polo. Oh my God, I'll never forget that. I was trying to do the Heimlich maneuver and all sorts. Oh, it was a bloody nightmare. It was horrible. So I always remember that trip. Don't remember much of the animals there, but anyway, as I was saying, I don't like seeing them. And when I see monkeys swinging, I think you should be in a forest. swinging about. I understand conservation and all that, you know, as an argument for looking after them. I do agree with that as well. I do. But as I say, I'm torn. Bicycle accident, guys. Oh dear. I always talk. I always talk to the animals and my kids like they don't understand English. Oh. Yeah. What are your favourite animals, guys? Write down your favourite animals. My favourite animals are the cats. Big cats. It's hard for me to choose one, but I just love them. I don't know. I just love animals. I love giraffes. I love elephants. I love the story of the elephant. Oh, someone likes pandas. I think I might have seen one of those years and years ago in London Zoo. They're quite. It's what I like about animals as well is when they're like the pandas and the zebras, they're so different looking, you know, and the giraffes and you know, it's like, how does nature make them like that? Do you know what I mean? It fascinates me. I love it. Rare animals maybe, but things like elephants don't have enough space. Yeah, I know. Don't like that. No, I can't. I wouldn't watch that, Rye. Someone filming a dying elephant, that would upset me. Love the lions, but only when I'm on a coach miles away. I like them, but they scare the life out of me. I mean, when we went to the safari park last summer, was it last? I don't know when it was. The lions were sort of away from us, so I did feel I felt okay. But I must say, if they'd have got up and started running towards me, I don't know what I would have done. No, I am a bit of a scaredy cat. Oh, you like wolves, do you, Dre? That's interesting. Labradors or capybaras? What are they? They're dogs, Labradors. What are capybaras? What are they? Are they a form of kangaroo? Dolphins. Ryan likes dolphins. It's fascinating to see these people who own tigers and bears and cuddle them like dogs. They're, in my opinion, they are asking for trouble. They are asking for trouble. My cat adores me. I know she does. She follows me around everywhere. She, you know, if I go to bed, she sleeps there on my face and she adores me. But there are times when I wouldn't say she attacks me. Does she? She doesn't really attack me. But, you know, if she's in a bad mood, she'll go like that. Well, she's only a little cat. You imagine if that's a great big lion who's got a toothache that you don't know anything about, or he's got a headache or something. They can turn. They will turn on you. That's why I don't like big dogs, for that reason, because I think they can turn on you. Lovely. Oh, yeah. Panthers, but they are no longer. What? Do you mean Black Panthers? Oh, Black Panthers! I like them. They're beautiful, right? They're gorgeous. What do you mean they no longer exist? They do exist. Please don't tell me they don't exist anymore. I like Black Panthers. I know there's not as many of them. Oh, I forgot what I was going to say. What am I going to say? That came up. Honestly, guy, why do you come and spend time with me? You must have other things to do. Why would you want to come and listen to this twonk? Right, what was I going to say? So, Stacey Dooley is going out with Kevin Clifton. Anyway, What was I going to say? Right, I know. Are Black Panthers extinct? Answer me. There is no such thing as a Black Panther. All Black Panthers are really a cougar, leopard, jaguar, or any large feline suffering from dark melanism. They are the opposite of an albino. I didn't know that. Did you know that? I didn't know that. There is also no such thing as panther to exist either. Wow. So it's to do with the millennia. What's that called? What's that word? Melanism. Melanism. Oh. How do you say melanism? Oh, no, that didn't work, guys. That's really weird. I didn't realise that. Black Panthers. So they're either a jaguar, a leopard, a cougar. I'm saying nothing about a cougar. Nothing. Or any large feline suffering from dark melanism. There you go. Hate sea show. It's horrible to animals. Do you know? Well, about time Kevin left early. Yeah, I know. Oh, and you like flamingos? Oh, right. I love whales and dolphins. When I go to the zoo, I like watching the sea show. I like watching the sea show. But then I think they should be in the sea. And how do they teach them to do that without being cruel to them? Do you know what I mean? That worries me. I think, whales and dolphins. Dolphins fascinate me. Whales scare me. Sharks scare me even more. Yeah, I just wonder if they're cruel to them to get them to do those things. But I must admit, I do go to the sea show because otherwise I'm never going to see one. I'm never going to see a whale or only when I get in the bath or, a dolphin, am I? Because I'm not going to the tropics at any time. They belong in the sea. That's what I think too. Right, I'm just reading. You can't sleep, cat. What? Silly gamer. You can't sleep. What time is it there then? I've swum with pigs in Portugal. Pigs! Pigs swim. I didn't know pigs swam. There are dolphins in the North Sea. I think whales and whale basking sharks are really cute. Do you? Oh, it's midnight there. Where are you? Catcher. Yeah, is that your name? Where are you, Catcher? Because they do, Jan. How do you think they shower? What? Pigs? I don't know. I've never thought of that. But swimming's a bit different to showering, isn't it? There's something here I wanted to read. They rip onto the bones and they scared my kids so much, and I meant to say, it's okay, don't worry, but I'm feeling even more scared than them. Oh, Jacko, you're a big softie. Europe. Don't they love mud? Yes, they do love mud, but that's a bit different to swimming. How can you swim with pigs? What? Swimming? I mean, what other swimming could you possibly mean? I don't know, but how do you swim with pigs? Bex was good. She was good. But I don't know, right? I can't get into that story. No, I don't know. I know it sounds awful, but I'm not over keen on her. I don't know. I just think she's a bit bland. you know, and yeah, and it's very depressing, which we don't need. We don't need. Bad enough with the weather. We don't need like EastEnders depressing stories. Are you not in the UK, Jan? Yes, I am, sweetheart. I am. And it is 10 to 11 here. So you're an hour before us. Mel is destroying Sharon. I hope her secret's exposed. Yes, from what I hear. And Rye, you keep quiet about this because I know what you like with the spoilers. I think it's going to be exposed at Christmas. I can't wait. I cannot wait. The only thing I'm a bit worried about is I actually quite like, what's his name? The boy, Keanu. I quite like him. So I think it's going to be a real shame that it's going to be, you know, exposed as his. And I think that's a shame. So, yeah, we just have to see, won't we? I think most of us are in the UK now. All the Americans have gone. Who's got snow? What? No, I get food holding it in front of them and they come to me. You're telling me fibs. And in 10 days, we're meant to have snow. Where are you, Jacko? You're up north, aren't you? Altrincham. In the UK. We're not going to have snow. How am I going to do my fitness if it's snowing? I'm going to be out there, guys. You wait. I'll be out there. What I might do, I might take Sebastian with me. What do you think? Should I do a show with, like, running with Sebastian? That'd be funny. Why am I looking on here? Because I've got people trying to talk to me saying, get off. Oh, damn. Okay. I've just realised I didn't tell anyone that I was live. Never mind. Right, my darlings, I'm going to go. You have been absolutely super, as usual. You know, I can't, without being all soppy and that, I can't thank you enough. To think that, you know, people want to come and see this twonk talking every week. I really, really do appreciate it. I appreciate you. And I wish you a good week. I hope all your problems, you know, aren't big ones. And come back next week and tell me all about it. Something's happening next Sunday. Oh, yeah, no, it's all I'm going to an auction with my neighbour. So it's all right. So, yeah, I've got to do a Don Mon. Hopefully, I will do a Don Mon next week. Feeling much, much better. Feeling a bit fitter. So, yeah, we'll go for a Don Mon one. But it does mean I've got to watch one of his videos, which is always a hard task. Anyway, you look after yourselves, guys, and have a good week. And I will see you next week. Thank you so much for popping in. Bye-bye for now.